Hi everybody, welcome to our Yogathon class. My name is Albert, if it's the first time that you meet me. And today we're going to be working a sequence for the whole body, giving ourselves a big stretch and as well going to build a little bit of a sweat, hopefully. So I would suggest that if you have any pains, any injuries, always make sure that you modify your practice. You can always take it a little bit easier. Maybe you want to skip any of the postures if you need a rest, or maybe you want to change it for something that you like better. And if you need any support, you could always have with you an extra prop. Maybe that's a block. Maybe you want to have a pillow. Maybe you want to have a little blanket to support your knees. Always make sure that you are comfortable and that you give yourself the space and the time for your practice. All that said, hope you enjoy. Let's get ready to start. Find a comfortable seat. And you can choose to sit maybe onto your heels. Maybe you want to sit cross-legged onto the ground. And if you feel that your hips are a little bit tense or that you're rounding your back, I will suggest that you take a block and you place it underneath your hips to lift yourself a little bit higher. If you don't have a block, you can always grab a book or maybe fold the blanket and place it under to have a little bit more space. And once you have your seat, just take a moment to give yourself a little shake. Shake a little bit your shoulders and shake a little bit your neck. Look a little bit right and left, maybe up and down. And come back to the center. And take a moment to find your stillness. Allowing the body to calm down. Allow your mind to come back to this moment. Connecting the distance between your seat bones and the crown of the head. Imagine lengthening your spine a little bit further. With every exhale, allow your shoulders to gently relax. Soften your face, soften your jaw, your chest. Notice how is the rhythm of your breath and the sensations of your breath. Taking this moment to set an intention for your practice. That may be to gather some energy for something that you have to do later. Maybe you want to bring some energy into your body, to a specific place. Or perhaps send energy to someone else. Dedicate your practice. Once you have your intention, give it a beautiful smile. And smile to yourself, to your body, to this moment. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Inhaling deeply through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. One last time, deep inhale through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling, opening your eyes. Reach with the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the hands to the center line of the body. Lower down. 2 more times. Inhaling, open the arms. Imagine you want to touch the side walls. Exhaling, slowly lower the palms up. 1 more time. Inhaling, reaching up high. Exhaling, lower down. Bring the hands onto your knees. Inhale, open up your chest. Look up towards the sky. And exhaling, tug the tailbone around your spine and bring the chin towards your chest. Inhaling, opening your chest. Look up towards the sky. Exhaling, tug the tailbone around your spine. One last time. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, tug the tailbone. Inhaling, center. Reaching with the arms up towards the sky. And exhaling, bring the left hand towards the right knee and the right hand back. Gently giving a little twist. There is no need to push. Just notice your breath. With every inhale, lengthening from the crown of the head. With every exhale, see if you can squeeze a little bit your core, the center of your belly. Look towards the right shoulder. One more breath. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the right towards the left knee and the left hand back. Shoulders away from the ears. Notice if there is any difference between the right and the left side of the body. On the next inhale, coming back to the center, and gently walk the hands towards the front. Notice if your hips feel any tension. Maybe you want to stay a little bit higher. All the way up. Notice the breath through your belly, opening as well a little bit more your lower back. And slowly walk the hands towards the right side. And notice that big stretch happening through the left side of the body. From the left hip all the way towards your left fingers. Trying to keep both shoulders equally level to the ground. That will intensify your stretch. On your next inhale, walk the hands towards the center and all the way towards the left. Exhaling for a big release, a big stretch to the whole right side of the body. And gently walk the hands back up to the center. Walking to build up your spine. If you're seated on a block, gently move it out to the side. And giving yourself a little impulse, passing onto the hands and knees, creating that tabletop position. Tug your toes directly here, and gently starting rocking back and forth, giving a little warm up to our wrists, to our hands. We will do a few more push-ups or chaturangas today, so making sure that you have warmed up your hands, you feel your hands grounding into the mat. And slowly giving ourselves a few circles towards the right side. There is no need to make it very big. Just a tiny circle to warm up your wrists. And changing direction. Coming back to the center, we're going to turn the hands, bring the fingertips pointing towards your knees. And gently bring the hips back to give a little stretch to your forearms. Be gentle here as the inside of your wrists are a little bit more sensitive. Make sure that you're not pressing too much. And slowly coming back to the center, ground your hands, and directly inhaling, let the belly drop, look out towards the sky. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone round your back for a big cat. Let the belly drop, inhaling, looking for a big cow. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Inhaling, looking up, expand even further. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the navel in for a big cat. Come back to the center, reaching with the right heel back and up. We're going to create one long line from the back heel to the crown of the head. Your belly is engaged. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Squeeze your core a little bit further. Inhaling, pressing out. Make sure your hips are stable. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose. Round your back. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling, squeeze the knee towards your nose. Inhaling out. And gently from here, we're going to lower in the count of 5, bending your elbows. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhaling all the way up. Going one more time. Releasing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up. And one last time. 5, 4, 3. Elbows next to your ribcage. And inhaling 1, lower the right knee down, going to the other side. Left heel reaches back and up, creating this long line. Make sure your core is engaged. The space between your shoulders is also pressing up high. Take a deep inhale, and exhaling, bring the left knee towards your nose, round your back. Inhaling, pressing out. Exhaling, squeeze the knee towards your nose. One last inhale out. Exhaling, squeeze the knee towards your nose. Inhaling, center. And going one more time for our push-ups. We're going to exhale from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, 5, 2, 1. Press with your hands. Inhaling up. All your fingertips. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Slowly lower the left knee down. Tuck your toes if they are not. Bring the sit bones back and up. Bringing the first downward dog of your practice. Taking a little moment to walk a little bit side to side if you wish. Notice your legs, what's happening around your shoulders, your back. And gently start walking the feet towards your hands, one bit at a time. Placing the toes behind your wrist, bend your knees, and hold up the opposite elbows. Give yourself a little swing side to side if you wish. Bend the knees a little bit deeper if you need to. And slowly release your hands, bend the knees, and start rolling up the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. Let your head be heavy until the end. Coming all the way up to stand, we're going to walk the feet towards the center front of the mat. Big toes together, heels a little bit apart. Today we're going to do extra sun salutations to really build up that heat and build up that push-up. So all together, taking Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose if that's comfortable. And starting with a big inhale, reaching the arms up high. Exhaling, slowly fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, maybe come up to your fingertips. Exhaling, step your back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, your own choice. Inhaling, upward dog, open your collarbones. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking 3 long breaths here. Keeping your feet hip distance apart. And notice what's happening through your lower back. If you feel like your lower back is rounding, maybe bend the knees a little bit and bring the chest a little bit close towards your thighs. Your sit bones pointing towards the sky. One more breath. On your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands. step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, reaching all the way up towards the sky. Exhaling, hands next to your hips, Samasthiti. One more round. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, slowly fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, halfway. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga or knees, chest. Inhaling, upward dog, open your collarbones. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 long breaths. Notice what's happening through your core. See if you can bring the navel in towards your spine. Pressing the hands into the mat. Try to rotate the forearms towards the front. And lift the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. On your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, reaching all the way up towards the sky. Exhaling, Samasthiti. We go to our variations. To start with, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step with your back, Chaturanga. If you ever want, you can always skip your Chaturangas. Inhaling up and exhaling, downward facing dog. Directly right toes come up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the nose and stay here for 1 deep breath. Deep inhale. And set the right foot between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Low lunge. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands onto your right thigh. Rotate the shoulders away from your ears. Taking a deeper inhale. Exhaling, release your hips a little bit further down. 1. And release the hips a little bit further down. Inhaling, reach the arms up. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Deep inhale. Exhaling, lower Chaturanga or knees, chest. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left toes lift up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left knee towards your nose. Stay here. 1 more breath. Deep inhale. Step the left foot between the hands, right down to the mat. Reach with the arms up high. And exhaling, bring the hands onto your left thigh. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. 1 deeper breath. See if you can release a little bit further down. On your next inhale, reach with the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Deep in. And exhale, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Use these downward dogs to release your spine. Lengthen the back of the legs. If you feel that there is still some tension around your neck, you will always try to look a little bit further towards your belly. Lengthening the back of the neck a little bit more. On your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees out the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. 1 more round. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Right toes lift up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose. Stay here, 1 breath. On your exhale, set the right foot between the hands. We're going to keep the left knee up, the left heel up. Inhaling, reach up for a high lunge. And exhaling, bend the left knee and try to lower for this crescent lunge. Stay here, feel your legs. Try to keep your belly in, shoulders above your hips. One more breath. On your next inhale, lengthen the left leg. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Rolling the shoulders back, and you choose if you stay here or perhaps fold forward for a humble lunge. If you're all the way down, see if you can relax your neck, look back towards your left heel. One more breath. All together, inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Deep inhale, and exhaling, knees, chest, or chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, and exhaling, downward facing dog. Going to the left goes up high. Exhaling, bring the left knee towards the nose, squeeze yourself a little bit higher. One more breath. Stepping the left foot between the hands, keep your right knee up, right heel up, reaching the arms up first, and then gently start bending the right knee. Make sure that the left knee is on top of your ankle, pointing towards the front, engaging your core. On your next inhale, lengthen the right leg back, press the right heel, bring the hands behind your back, open your shoulders. And if you want, slowly fold forward for that humble lunge. Looking towards your back heel to relax your neck. One more breath. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Reach with the arms up high. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Deep inhale. Exhale over chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. If at any point you feel that you can always lower your knees, give yourself a little shake. Maybe you want to come into a child pose. That's totally fine. And on your next inhale, you're going to prepare, bend your knee between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees down the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti. Going for our last round of Sun Salutation B. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward up. And exhaling, downward facing dog. On your inhale, set the right foot between the hands. Lower the left heel down to the mat. 45-degree angles. Reaching the arms up high. Warrior one. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga directly. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left side. Set the left foot between the hands. Right heel down, 45-degree angle. Reaching up high. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank and chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. In between all these movements, and then when we find our stillness in the downward dog, it's not about giving up or releasing. We're still grounding the hands, still rotating the shoulders away from the ears, bellies engaged, sit bones pointing towards the sky. On your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands, step or jump to the front, and exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees, side the tailbone, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening all the way, Samasthiti position. One last round. Bend the knees, side the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Utthana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, breathe a little bit quicker. Exhaling, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Right foot step between the hands, left heel down. Inhaling warrior one. Exhaling, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands, right heel down. Inhaling warrior one. Exhaling, lower the hands down to the mat, step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhaling upward up. Exhaling downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. And again, if you need, take a little child pose, that's always good. On your next inhale, bend the knees between the hands. Step or jump to the front. And exhaling, fold forward. Bend the knees out the tailbone, Utkatasana. Lengthening all the way. Steady position. Take a moment here. If you want the hands next to the hips, maybe the hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes and feel your body. Feel all this movement that you just generated. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. 2 more times, deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. 1 last. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. On your inhale, open your eyes, reach with the arms up towards the sky. You're going to hold the right wrist with the left hand and gently give it a little pull towards the left side. Give a big stretch to the whole right side of the body. And try not to collapse on your shoulders. Feel space between your shoulders and your ears. On the next inhale, come back to the center, changing sides. Holding the left wrist with the right hand. And give yourself a little pull towards the right side. Feel your rib cage. Feel the stretch. Now on the next inhale, come back to the center. Lower the hands down to the sides, going to the front of the mat. Big toes together, heels a little bit apart. Our long sequence. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach with the right nose up. Stay here in this tripod dog. Try to keep your hips close square. Don't let your hips open. Press equally through your hands. On your next exhale, squeeze the right knee towards the nose. Stay here into a high plank. 1 more, squeezing further. And stepping the right foot between the hands. Lower the left foot down parallel to the short side of the mat. Opening the arms, building that warrior 2. In this warrior 2, trying to keep the right knee pointing to the front. Don't let it fall in or out to the side. And still grounding the whole back of the left foot. Reaching with your arms, looking towards your right middle finger. And on the next inhale, lengthen the right knee. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Try not to press on your back knee. Maybe you can reach a little bit further with your left hand. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Reach with the right fingertips towards the front. And exhaling, opening for Utthita Trikonasana. In here, you might choose to stay just lifted and holding through the sides of your body. Maybe you need a little support. Place the right hand on your shin. Maybe bend the knee or use your block to give yourself an extra support. Wherever you are, make sure that you are still engaging your core. Do not give up. On the next inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, reverse the triangle one more time. Inhaling center. Then from here, bend the right knee, bring the right elbow on top of your thigh, and reach with the left hand to the front for Parsvakonasana, side angle. If anyone wants to go deeper, you will bring the right hand down onto the mat. But try to keep still space between your left shoulder and your ear. If your neck feels tension, look a little bit down towards the mat. That's fine. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, we're going to close the right toes to look towards the left toes, hands onto your hips. Rotate the shoulders to open up your chest. Exhaling, fold forward. Prasarita, Padmasana. Bring the hands down towards the mat. If you wish, lengthen a little bit further, and perhaps walk the hands a little bit further back. If you feel too much stretch through your legs, bend a little bit your knees to have a little bit more ease. One more breath. And slowly walk the hands towards the front. And gently, we're going to bend the left knee. Open a little bit the left toes out to the side. And then gently allow yourself to open the right leg. Sitting down almost into that ninja lunge. Your sit bones are off the mat. And you can choose if your left heel is down onto the mat or maybe your left heel is a little bit lifted up. That's totally fine. Try to lengthen your spine and feel the stretch through the inside of your right leg. Breathe. And slowly, you're going to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. You're going to round the hands around the right foot, lower the left knee down. Directly here, you're going to bend the left a little bit more, bring the left toes up, and see if you can bring the left heel towards your left glute. Maybe you can grab with your right hand to your left foot. Bring it a little bit closer to give a little stretch to your quad. Try not to stay up and crunch. If you need, you can always just release and take it a little bit easier. Maybe you want to twist a little bit more towards the right, open a little bit more your body. And slowly releasing out, ground the right hand, tuck the back toes. Inhale, stepping back to a plank. And exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, all the body down to the mat. Untuck your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhale for a low cobra. In this low cobra, try to keep pressing with the top of your feet into the mat. Your knees are lifted and your glutes are engaged. Protect your lower back. One more breath. And slowly releasing down. Gently press the hands and bring the sit bones over to your heels. Give yourself a moment into a child pose. Feel your breath, feel your body. And slowly bring ourselves back into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, sit bones back and up for a downward facing dog. We're going to prepare to go to the other side to this sequence. On your next inhale, reach with the left toes out towards the sky. Still keeping your hips stable and staying here for 2 breaths. Try to reach with the left toes higher. Your belly is engaged, shoulders away from your ears. On your next exhale, Bring the left knee towards your nose, coming onto this high plank. Press the space between your shoulders a little bit higher towards the sky. And set the left foot between the hands. Right heel goes down to the mat, parallel to the short side. Rotate the arms, building that warrior two. And it might be that in each side you feel a little bit more different. You can always close a little more your legs if you need. Maybe you want to go deeper and expand a little bit further. Make sure that your shoulders and your neck are free. On the next inhale, lengthen the left knee up. And exhale, reverse the triangle. Try not to press on your back leg. Still lifting and reaching a little bit further. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to the center. Reaching with the left hand to the front first. And exhaling, opening for Uddita Trikonasana. Again, maybe stay floating, maybe bend a little bit your left knee, support your hand to the shin, or perhaps use a block. Make sure that your neck is free. On the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. Exhale, reverse the triangle one more time. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Bend the left knee. Left elbow comes onto the left thigh. Right arm rotates all the way to the front. And try to keep the palm rotating towards your face so that you can also rotate the shoulder down the back. Still giving space to your torso, looking a little bit up high. On your next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center, lengthen the left knee up, close the left toes to look towards the right toes. If you want to go further this time, bring the hands behind your back, and this time interlace your fingers. Elbows, opening your chest, and exhaling, fold forward for Prasarita Padottanasana. And really allow those stretches to still engage and work the body. Make sure that your knees are protected, still rotating the shoulders down the back. One more breath. Now on the next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center to gently release your arms. This time we're going to lower all the way towards the right foot, opening the left leg. Try to flex the left foot so that you're really lengthening the inside of the leg, and notice if you can maybe ground the right heel down onto the mat. Make sure that you don't crunch or that you don't make yourself too tense or small. Give your body space. One more breath. And slowly from here, walk the hands toward the front of your mat. Frame your left foot, close your hips, lower the right knee down. From here, keep your right hand grounded. We're going to bend the right knee, bring the right foot towards your glutes. And maybe you want to bring the left hand back, hold your right foot. Open a little bit more towards the sky with your chest. Maybe one side is a little bit more tense than the other. That's totally normal. One more breath. And slowly release the right foot, bring the left hand down to the mat, plug the back toes. Inhaling, stepping back to a plank. Exhaling, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Untug your toes, rotate the shoulders. Inhaling for a low cobra. If you want this time, going a little bit further, lift your hands, but still squeezing the elbows over your rib cage. Or if you want to go a little bit further, maybe lift your feet off the mat, but still make sure that your neck is long, that you are not collapsing or squishing your shoulders towards your neck. One last breath. And slowly release all the way down, gently pressing the hips towards your heels. And take a moment for a child pose here. Give yourself a little space. Slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders, coming back into that tabletop position. Our last cat-cow, let the belly drop. Inhale, looking for a big cow. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, press and lean for a big cat. Let the belly drop. Inhale, looking for a big cow. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, press and lean for a big cat. Let the belly drop, opening up high. Exhaling, tug the tailbone, press and navel in for a big cat. Come back to the center, and it's up to you. Maybe doing a full vinyasa to come to sit, or gently swing the legs towards one side. Bring your feet towards the front, lengthening your legs. All together, when you get to your seat, if you feel that you're rounding your back or you're falling backwards, see if you can bend a little bit your knees to help you lengthen your lower back a little bit more. Reach with the arms up high. And exhaling, fold forward for Paschimottanasana. Maybe you can hold around your feet. Perhaps you need to hold your ankles or maybe hug underneath your knees. Wherever you are, allow your head to relax. The closer the chin comes to your chest, more intensity you will create through the stretch of your back and your neck. And slowly on your next inhale, coming all the way back up to the center. You're going to bring the hands about 20 centimeters behind your back. If you don't know where that is, one hand onto the hip, lower your elbow. And then we swap the elbow for the hand. We do the same onto the other side. Gently bend your knees, about 20 centimeters, your feet in front of your sit bones. And on your inhale, lifting your hips up high. Take a deep inhale here. Try to open up your collarbones. Reach up high, press with your fingertips and hands. See if you can lift your hips even further. One more breath. And slowly bring your hips towards your heels and lower the sit bones as far away as your hands. And then here, try to keep the elbows pointing towards the back. Bend the elbows a little bit and you will feel the stretch coming all the way through the inner arms as well as the front of your chest. If you feel that this is too much, you can always bring the hips a little bit close to your hands or maybe even further away. One more breath. And slowly from here, adjust yourself. And we're going to lengthen the legs over the front, come back to sit. Going to our last core push. We're going to lengthen the arms parallel to the legs. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling gently, tug the tailbone under and lower halfway down until the lower back touches the mat. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, deeper out. On your next inhale, coming back to sit all the way without any effort. We're going to go a little bit further. Now from here, bend the right knee. Take a deep inhale. And exhaling, slowly tug the tailbone under, roll halfway down. You might feel that this is a little bit more difficult. Take one deep inhale. And we exhale out. On more in. And out. On your next inhale, reach for your fingertips. Try not to move the right foot and reach all the way towards the front. Changing sides, lengthen the right leg, bend the left knee. Take a deep inhale and exhale and tuck the tailbone under. Roll until the whole lower back is down into the mat. Still pressing here. Your belly is pressing towards the ground. Deep in and out. On your next inhale, with your fingertips, reach towards the front. Try not to move your left foot. And slowly lengthen the left leg. One last time, take a deep in. And with both legs lengthened, tug the tailbone, roll the lower back down towards the mat. Take a deeper inhale. And gently release all the way down. Bend your knees. Bring the heels behind your sit bones. And see if you can hover your heels with your fingertips. Press the hands down into the mat. Inhaling, lengthening your hips. Creating this low bridge. There is no need to go further. Give yourself first a moment to adjust. One more breath. And slowly, with your exhale, roll the spine down towards the mat. Bring the knees towards your chest and give them a little hop. A little swing side to side. And going for our last big opening, you can choose to bring the feet down and just go for a lower bridge like we just did. Or if you want, I'm going to guide all the way to a full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana. Inhaling, lifting the hips first. Now you might choose to stay here, maybe place the fingers behind your back. Otherwise, bring the hands behind your shoulders next to your ears. On your inhale, pressing down, lifting up your hips, open your chest. And try to ground your feet, ground your hands. Still relax your neck. Don't make any fast movements. One more breath. And slowly lower the front towards the mat, tuck the chin towards the chest, lower your spine all the way down. All together, bring the knees over your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And perhaps a little wiggle side to side. And gently, we're going to lower the left knee down. So the left foot down. Bring the right foot over the left knee. Pass it over so that you have a little bit more space. Flex the right foot in this figure four. And then gently bring closer the left knee towards your chest so that you can maybe hold all the way under your hamstring. Maybe you can bring the hands all the way up to hold your left shin. Giving a big stretch to the outside of your right glute. And try to allow your upper body to be relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. If you want, you can close your eyes. Slowly allowing the practice to calm down, to release. Gently bring the left foot down towards the mat. You can choose to cross the knees over, or perhaps just want to lower the right foot next to the left to have it a little bit easier. And from here, holding the knees with your left hand, slowly lower the knees towards the left, giving yourself a gentle twist. There is no need to push with your left hand. Just allow the weight of your body to give that twist. If you feel that the right shoulder is coming too far off the mat, maybe you want to place a glove or a pillow under your knees. Perhaps you want to look towards your right shoulder. See if you can calm your breath. On your next inhale, slowly help the knees to come back to the center and cross your legs. Take a moment to adjust your hips if you need. You're going to bring this time the left ankle on top of the right knee. You can choose to stay here, maybe bring the hands all the way under your right hamstring, maybe on top of your right shin. And it's normal that one side you feel it's more flexible than the other, so don't try to push it, but always adjust to what your body needs. Flex the left foot so that you are also protecting your left knee. And slowly lowering the right foot down towards the mat. You can choose to let your left knee cross over the right, or perhaps just lower the left foot to the ground next to the right. With the right hand, lowering the knees and opening the left arm out, looking towards the left. Notice what's happening through your shoulders. And slowly help your knees to come back to the center and cross your legs. If you want, bring the knees to your chest for the last little hop, a little rocking side to side. And slowly allow your legs to lengthen all the way down to the mat. Open the arms to the sides of the body. For this Shavasana, making sure that you can really soften. If you feel any tension on your lower back or your legs, maybe bend your knees and place a blanket underneath or a little pillow. Close your eyes and allow yourself to feel any sensations, any differences in your body. I invite you to stay as long as you need in this Shavasana. Always remember to take your time to wake up, to be gentle. And for those who want to keep going with your day, slowly starting to wake up together, moving a little bit your fingers, moving the toes, maybe a few circles with your ankles, with your wrists. You might want to keep your body soft or perhaps give yourself a big stretch, a big yawn. And slowly yourself towards the right side, making yourself a little ball, becoming aware of your space, of your body, and gently with the help of your hands, find your way back to sit, sitting onto a pillow or a prop if you need to. Take a moment to find the length in your spine. Relax your shoulders, your neck, the muscles of your face. All together, taking a deep inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. If you had an intention, bring that intention back and give it a beautiful smile. Smile to yourself for taking the time to practice. Maybe it's part of your practice. Bring the hands in front of your heart into prayer position. Bow the chin to the chest. Show gratitude for everything that there is. Reminding ourselves that each and one of us is unique and special. Thank you all for joining this practice and wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.